Oh, yeah. Okay. We are on. Hey, guys, this is Eric from TopFlight Trades. I'm a minute before the actual start time. I was looking over here. I got the Montreal Canadiens, Tampa Bay Lightning, Game 2, the NHL. I guess it's a conference finals. Tampa Bay just scored to make it 2-1, top of the second period. So that's good if anybody's watching that. I know we have a lot of Canadian members. So, of course, Canadian members are rooting for Montreal. And I think this year was unique. I think we had, 4 Canadian teams in the playoffs this year, which was last few years, it's always been 1 or 2. We had Vancouver, we had Calgary, Toronto, Montreal. That's it. Oh, Winnipeg, 5. And then, of course, the Quebec Nordiques we don't have anymore. So, unfortunately. All right. Well, it is almost 4 o'clock Pacific. I'm getting this rolling a minute early. I want to make sure I have everything working. I am out here by Seattle. It's a beautiful day today. Sun is out. I spent the day out in the patio, out in the back here, learning. I love to learn, listen to stuff, some books, chilling out, all that kind of wonderful stuff. So definitely grateful to have a day like today. And I hope you were able to enjoy the day as well with your family and get out and enjoy the day and enjoy yourselves. Spend some time with that. So, okay, I see we're at 4 p.m. right now. So I'm going to dive right on in. And again, this is Eric from TopFlight Trades. If you haven't seen our website, come on over to topflighttrades.com. And what this video is, this is the weekend review. So pretty much on the weekend reviews, what I do is I look back at last week. We take a look at the markets, see how they perform. What can we expect for next week? Then we take a look at a lot of the stocks we're watching, as well as some of our premium picks, and then where we're going for next week. And then once I'm done with that, and then we open it up on the floor for our members, and we kind of get pretty informal, of course, and we talk about stocks and charts and all that kind of good stuff, depending on who shows up. And if you missed this, of course, you're probably watching it. It's on YouTube afterwards, and I post it to the website. It's recorded on Google Hangouts and YouTube, so it is available for later use. And I know a lot of people watch that later in the evening, depending on your time zone. We have people from all around the world, so it's really hard to schedule one time fit for everybody. All right. Okay, let me see if I have chat up. This chat thing never works. I wrote hell. I meant hello. World. Okay. There's also Q&A. That's always running, even though I don't really ask for it ever. But if you have a question, go ahead and post it there. I think hopefully it gives me a signal that your question's there, but I'll check it here and there throughout and see if there's something I can address if you have a question or not. Besides that, we're going to move right ahead and we're going to jump right to the screen share if I can find our screen. I think here we go. All right. I don't think you can hear the music too loudly, can you? Hopefully it's not a distraction. Okay, so let's take a look here. What did the markets do? Oh boy. All right, let's jump to the NASDAQ. Okay, let me jump to this. Spider. All right. Okay. SPX down 1%. Yeah. To me, the markets are a little bit better than on Friday, better Friday than that. I mostly play, not mostly, I play a lot of stocks in the NASDAQ. It was up 1%. We ended at 4,999. So definitely looking to cross over the 5,000 mark as far as the NASDAQ. NASX. So, and then the Dow, how we doing the Dow? Okay, so kind of had this wedge pattern going on here. You know, earlier last week, well, a couple weeks ago, I had drawn this line in here. Well, it doesn't exist anymore. We're still going sideways. So I'm going to adjust this. I'm going to move it right about there. Right here, the blue line is our 100-day. We seem to be holding that just fine. So it's good to see support in that area, which is a good thing. So hopefully we bounce off that. You can see Friday we're up 1%. Hopefully after Friday we can find new ground and bust out of this channel here, this above this resistance line, this trend line here, and find new ground. So it's ultimately what we want. Again, back to the NASDAQ. Same kind of thing. We hit this low, and let me see here if I can draw this a little bit. You could do some. That's not it. What's going on here? Stupid thing. All right. Well, we'll call it that. Anyways. Also, right now I have the linear regression on. Let me turn that off. That's it right there. Okay, I'll turn that away. Okay, so this is what we're looking at right now. So here's our channel, ultimately, that we're in. I want to see some new highs. I want to see us get up in here over 5,000. Let's hit 5,100. And let's clear it and take off. Okay, that's what we want to see. So, and Spider, S&P, Trust, SPY, SPY, looking good. So, okay, so that's pretty much the markets. I mean, we're kind of right in the middle of the channel here. We could do anything, obviously, Monday. I have not heard any major news this weekend. Again, I try not to pay too close attention to it. Again, so much of it is noise, and it really doesn't matter. What the bottom line is the chart does not lie. Okay? So all the news is there to influence your decisions, influence your behaviors. I'm really convinced of that. And yes, of course, news is important. When the dollar is collapsing and there's absolute war, yeah, of course it's important. But it's easy for the media to sway you and to sell you on an opinion or a stance, to inject fear or greed in your head. And we are challenged with that so much as it is right now. So again, and yes, I do post news stories. You're probably saying, hey, what kind of clown are you? You're posting news stories sometimes. Yes, of course I do. I check. I'm just saying, just take it with a grain of salt. Be aware. Okay. But what is important each day is every morning when you get up, before you trade, again, look at the futures. And, again, I think of it as like checking the weather before hitting the beach. Just make sure it's going to be sunny today or severe storm day. If it's a severe storm day and you're bullish, you probably don't want to be playing that day. So, okay, so pretty much that's the markets right there. I mean, we need to go higher. We need to find new highs. And go back to the NASDAQ here. You can see the NASDAQ found new highs higher, faster than SPY. We kind of pretty much came up to this area, but the NASDAQ has been doing well. Now the Dow has been kind of the laggard here. You can see here we're still holding the 100, but we kind of got this wedge kind of pattern going on here. So I really want to bust out of this. I mean, this year has just really stunk. I'm sure many of you will agree. This year just stunk. I mean, we're still green, but not like we should be. So, anyways, that's my complaint. Here you can see the NASDAQ. We've done well this year. From 4678, we're at 5,000 now. So, all right. So, basically, what I'm going to go through now is I already did 2 videos this weekend, today and yesterday, on 2 of our premium picks, which I'll share with you right now. Skyworks just cleared earnings and was up so at 70%. Nope, wrong stock. Sorry. It was down 2 cents off the expectations. Estimate of 103 per share. They landed at 101. But Friday, we still got some positive action out of this. And so you can see here again, if you haven't seen it, go back to the video that I posted last night at TopFlightTrades.com. And of course, you can get a little more detail. But basically, in a nutshell, we've seen this pattern here. We got quite a few stocks doing the same thing right now. We want to see it break out. And that's what we want. We got that here. Looking at the RSI, same kind of a pattern. We're getting that breakout. Earnings are all right. So let's see if we can make this thing move. Next one I added today. I had some issues with TradingView, and it wouldn't pull up all the charts. So I had to kind of manually go through and enter them in, and I found the gem in here. So this is pretty much what we're looking at. Let me add this in here right now. You can kind of see this area here. It's not exact. You can put that same line down here 2 weeks ago. But we definitely have new highs right here. This is what we want to see. Now, we don't have the volume on Friday, but we're definitely up. So this one, here we go. This did not have a 70 cents surprise, but 70%. So earnings reported 58 cents versus 32 estimate. So we got some good range. The range definitely opened up. The struggle back and forth. Probably found a lot of resistance here at 35. And then it finally punched through it right now. So Monday could be a really good day for this one. Again, same with Skyworks, same with Cirrus, CRUS. to play these in the morning, Monday morning, make sure you check the markets beforehand. Okay. I tell you, that's the most important thing, because if you don't do that and it's a deeply red day, these setups won't work. You have to have a good day. So, and as far as CRUS right now, I really like where it's at. It's cleared our entry. Okay. So you could either wait till the morning, wait for the first pullback in the morning. That usually occurs. Usually, if the stock is bullish and it heads up right out of the gate, usually pulls back about 15 to 30 minutes in, and then it takes off again. Watch for that. So you might see this out of the gate. Don't just buy it, because you might buy at the high and it could pull back and not, turn around. So I really like this one. We'll see how we do. Again, the markets are going to dictate a lot. And speaking of the markets, of course, look how this is done in the last few weeks here. Okay. I mean, what do you think? Looks pretty good, right? Let's jump over to SPX. This is maintain it. Of course, it pulled back, and it's just maintain it. It's been climbing up nice and steady here. See the SPY. Okay. So, yeah, you can say it kind of mirrors it, but it's definitely stronger. Definitely stronger than the market. So that's what we want to see. So those are the two premium picks for this week. Not this week, for this weekend. I will add more. If the market's green this week and we're starting to chug ahead and getting out of this funk, okay, let's break out of this channel. Let's find new highs and run. Everything's going to open up for us again. This is a really turbulent time right now for finding picks, okay? It's not like I'm buying into the market's going to crash and all this and that. I just don't have the setups, okay? So we can't force them. So again, we let the markets kind of come to us. So, but I think we're at the turning point now. I think we're going to finally, hopefully, start to find some new ground here, and we're going to have a lot of new winners, especially at the Dow. If the Dow breaks through this, the Dow's been the laggard here between the S&P and NASDAQ. It's been the late comer there. It hasn't performed very well. But if the Dow can break out of this and start moving up, I can tell you the NASDAQ has, unless some real sectors are having some trouble. But anyways, keep an eye on that. So I'm going to shoot through the watch list we're watching closely this week. These are several stocks. If the market's green this week, we're going to have them as premium picks. I'll go over them very quickly here. You can see AMBA. The setup looks familiar, doesn't it? These are the setups I love and play, and they're very successful. I know they're really boring, but you know what? We're beating the market at least twofold, okay? So these setups are awesome. So again, you can see this. We're back here at 76. Nice round number. We've come up here, kind of poked through it a couple of times. We've got to see us punch through. Volume is a little bit lower. RSI now is crossed up above 50. Let's see what we do on Monday. I'm really bullish on AMBA. Let's jump back here to the weekly. Okay. Here we are on the weekly. Hopefully we don't get a pullback like this anymore. We've been climbing, pull, climb, pull, climb, pull, climb, pull. And that could be our pullback right there for 2 weeks. Who knows? All right. Next one, we're looking at Monster. We've talked about this one again for the last few weeks. We were going to enter this entry here, but my gut told me different. It wasn't a very strong candle. The volume was up above normal, but it just did not close high enough. Didn't really have a lot of momentum behind it, at least what I assessed when I looked at it that day when it popped its head up over that line. Just didn't look convincing enough. I want to see a candle like this closes high in the range. Anyways, we could be back to this area again. So let's see if this week we get earnings coming up in 3 days on the 7th. So let's see if this thing pop on through. You have to excuse my voice. It's been sunny. I've been outside all day today, and I almost feel like a throat and nose thing going on. I guess it's allergies. I've never had allergies. I don't know if I'm getting them. I'm kind of getting congested here. So excuse my voice in the tone. So, all right. Next, we have EA. Now, I am personally in EA, so and I'm bullish on this. So, this was a premium pick going back some time ago. I forget when. But what we're looking for here is new highs above 60. That's what I want to see here. We have earnings coming up in 1 day. So, 1 day. There's a candle there from Monday, so it might be Tuesday the 5th. Okay, well, it's coming up here. I am bullish on it, so I really like EA. Let's stand back here, take a look at the weekly. Okay, on the weekly chart, it really doesn't look like a good place to enter, but that's fine. I'm already in. So I got in back here on this day. That pulled back, bounced. Here we go again, so I'm still good. So that's EA. Next, we're going to look at SCI. I was in SCI and I sold. I don't see my Stickum note and how I did with SCI. Actually, I still am in SCI. I take that back. I was in SCI and I entered it again. I'm positive on SCI right now. Just had earnings. Where'd it go? Earnings 32 cents actual versus a 28 cents estimate. Looking good. So let's get a bounce out of this thing and run. PNK, we've watched this one a while. Again, you can say, well, this last candle is technically what I seek. It's just not strong enough. I look at our range hour. We got some pretty tight range here. It might be kind of hard to really get a good candle here. It's going to, initiate an entry as a premium pick. So we'll keep an eye on this one. I would love to see this thing move. Be good to see have it start ticking up like this again, and then gap up. That would obviously be great. Next, we have Noah. Was the wrong symbol? Noah. Okay. Noah. So a lot of you probably think this thing's like totally overextended here. You can see it was up here. This is the 13-day exponential moving average just underneath here. We got away from that, pull back, hit it again. So we could probably draw on this. Could be pretty close to a 10 moving average. We'll see. Anyways, they're starting to kind of roll over here a little bit. We'll see what we do here. We might come down to this area about 32 and then bounce again. We have earnings coming up in 7 days. Okay, so that's Noah. FLTX. Somebody asked me about FLTX. FLTX, how did we do? I lost out on FLTX. In fact, I think it was this day here. I think I got in and it turned right on me. Not good. So, not in FLTX right now. But I like it. I still like it. And I talked about possibly getting it in. When I replied to our friend or member who had asked me about FLTX, I definitely talked about getting back in. But I'd love to see it get above 46 again. Clear the 13-day EMA. Let it climb up a couple bucks. Kind of prove to me it wants to start going up again. We got earnings coming up in 2 days. So that's probably what's going to do it to send this thing up, or what's to send this thing down. So FLTX. Then we have Ulta, ULTA. If I can pull it up. Okay. So here's Ulta. Let me back out. Let's look at the 1 week. Here's the 1 week chart right now. Okay. So, well, you can see we've come up to this range, about 100 down to 85, 80 bucks, 83 bucks. We've been trading in that range, going sideways here, broke through it. That was back in March, popped over it, pulled back. But now we finally cleared that area again on a nice big candle here, and we've been climbing ever since. So, again, I still like, now we're going to go, this is the daily chart here. All right. Ulta, last I played it, I only squeezed 5% out of it. I don't remember where that was. I have sticky notes everywhere around here on my current holdings, as well as where they ended up as far as gainers or losers, and I stick them all over the place so I kind of remember where I'm at, and I'm missing some now. Wonderful. Okay, so anyways, this is Ulta. So we'll see what Ulta can do. I'd love to see it find new highs. I'd love to see it get above 156. I'd love to see it get above 158. And I think that's totally possible here in the next few weeks. And earnings come up in about 36 days, of course. All right. Okay, so those are kind of the breakouts I've been watching. Now I got some who've pulled back to support. At least I think they're pulling back to support. We will soon find out. These kind of setups are not as successful as the breakout plays that you often see me play. I like kind of one or the other. I do play some others, but for the most part, I call it bottom support or bottom play, just office support, like we see here. This holds and bounces, or the breakout, which is you see something like this, where it trades sideways at a flat base and then pops through it. This one did, pulled back, and it failed support and just plummeted right back down to here. I am in CNC. I like CNC a lot, so I have a couple different positions with them, both bearish and bullish. But I definitely would love to see this get back up to 70 again. Not probably likely just yet. I'm certain it will. It might take a few months. It might take till July to get back up to this level. We'll see. So that's CNC here. Again, what I'm watching here, I got the 100-day, the blue line here. We didn't come all the way down to it, but close enough. We'll see what we can do here. See if we can hold this. At least hold the 100-day. If this closes beneath the 100-day, then it'll be in real trouble. We have Avgo. Talked about Avgo here. Okay. Same kind of thing. This bounce off essentially of the 100-day. Is that what we're going to need to get this thing to bounce and start finding new highs again? We'll see. We can only tell. I mean, kind of like I talked about with, the premium picks today. I guess it's Skyworks. Let me see here. Skyworks, yes. When do you get in? You pull this back up. When do you get in? Okay. One thing with a play like this, what I suggest and what I do is I scale in. Okay. So before I purchase, I want to see this thing find new highs. Okay. I want to see higher highs. Okay. I look back. What do I see here? Well, I see this green guy here, and it's pretty much the same area as this. Let me draw a line in here and see what happens. Okay. There you go. I'm going to wait. Okay, I'm going to wait for this thing to get back up here and pop its head and close up above here. Okay. And I might enter with a third of a position. Not 50 grand. Could be $1,000. Could be $2,000. Depends. Just a third of what I plan to put in towards this company. Okay. Next area I see is about 130.50. And then, of course, the next area I see is up here, 135. So once it crosses up above this line and closes above it, it kind of proved itself to you. So you can either enter a third of the position now, enter another third here, enter another third here. Okay. Don't just right now go to this and dump $50,000 at it all in one. That would not be good. Let it prove itself to you a bit. So that's the reason why I like to just kind of scale my way in sometimes. AKRX. I am holding AKRX, and this absolutely just killed me. So, and that's fine. No, it's not fine. What the heck happened here? If I remember right, they reported an error in their previous quarter's earnings where they overstated or misstated. I don't recall what the language said, but their earnings and sales. And so they're sticking with their outlook, but the numbers are fudged. And they've asked for a delay on this earnings report. Unless they've caught up and they decided to do it May 5th. I think they asked for a week. So we're going to see it a little bit later. But anyways, the stock just went from 56 down to 43. Excuse me. And now we're down to 43. And we're resting here on the 200 days. So we're going to get a bounce out of this. Take a look at this. This is what I like here. Okay. That's not right. The point is we have kind of this double bottom here now. We've come down to this area and we have the 200-day right here. Okay, so this earnings may not be on this day. I think it's a week later, but that's could be what pops this thing, hopefully back up above 50. So we'll see about that. In my position in AKRX is an option. It's not straight up stock hold, or I would have exited out by now. And that would have been a good call because it's just gone down since. It is an option. So I really kind of have nothing to lose. It's pretty much lost its value with this. So that's where I'm at with AKRX. KMX. Okay, I believe KMX was a premium pick back in here. And you can see it's just been coming back. It went back to the 50-day line here, the gold line, 50-day moving average, and it's sitting there holding it. Now we're going to pop through it. Let's see it get above the 13-day EMA, start finding new ground, and this thing could probably turn around. Act, same thing. Pretty much. This is pretty unique. You see, we broke out, came back, pulled back to support. Just didn't get enough oomph to climb right on through. So pulled back again, broke through down to the 50-day, kind of held that, finally broke through right on down to the 100-day. And that's where we're at right now. So it's at 283. It's quite a bargain compared to 217 recently here, the recent high. So let's see what this does here. We have earnings coming up in 7 days. 386 is the estimate. And yeah, so hopefully they beat it and this thing takes off, and then you would have found a nice low on support. Okay, that's that. And then just get a couple more here. CBM. Interesting. Okay. Basically, I'm not liking this too much. Kind of got this double top action here. Kind of came up here, pulled back to hit off support. We haven't done that yet. I'm not liking this. Look at the volume. Okay. Hey, now really quick here. I have 3 other stocks to look at by a member's request, which I should have done earlier. I just remembered now. I'll note the time. The first one is STE. I'm pretty sure I've played STE. I know STE, Steriscore Corp. So basically what I see here, boy, we've come down here and now we're holding the 100 day. Let's get a bounce out of this thing, take off. And then clear 70 and find new ground and just run. Take a look at the weekly. Okay, there's a weekly. Looks good. This could trade sideways for a couple of weeks before popping again. We'll see. Okay, next is Nike. NKE. I like NKE. I kind of see some resistance here. I don't know, let me just do something like that. Okay, so I like that. You get the 50-day creeping up, holding support underneath it. You get the 100-day and you get 200-day. So basically, we're holding that right there. This is just ready to kind of peeling down, and that's about when we get a nice pop out of it. So keep an eye on that. Look for some good news or something. So NKE, and then finally, the other one he was wondering about was RH, Restoration Hardware. This was a premium pick, and I believe we stopped out of it long ago, like last year, top of the year. This is not looking good. I remember last time we spoke about it, it was over here. Somebody else had inquired about it. It might have been Henry, somebody else. And we kind of held it. Intraday, we hadn't. It kind of tried to shake us out, but then the next day, it just popped right on through, dropped right down to the 200-day. Actually, less than the 200-day. So that's where we're at right now. Yeah, I'm not liking that right now. Nope. No, thank you. So, that's that. So let me shoot on over here. Let me see if anybody's here. Okay. Good. All right. All right, let's take a quick look here last week. UVE was up 9.24% on Friday. It'll load. There we go. Okay, so look at this here. So if you looked at this intraday, you'd see it cleared 30. Or I'm sorry, $27. It cleared $27. What if you bought right here? $27.56. This thing's going to the moon, man. Oh, there's the candle right there. So it came up to this area here again and pulled back. So let's see what we have here. Wow, that could have been one order, right? I don't know. Anyways, yeah, you wouldn't want to buy it up here. But still, 9.5% is still good for this company. We'll see what this does. I think this might get enough momentum and take off and start climbing again. Taser. You heard about Taser. Was it Justice Department seeking $200 million? I forget what it is, to ensure that all law enforcement in the United States has body cameras on. And so, yes, I'm most certain that's what shot this up even more. So we'll see how Taser does here in the next few weeks. All right. I think that's pretty much UTHR. Okay. Here's Skyworks. There's Cruise. PSI Avgo. Oh, all right. Watching my game. We got Tampa Bay and Montreal. 10:20 left in the second period, and Tampa Bay is up 2-1. 2-1. So, all right. Where'd we go here? Great. I just lost my dingling here. Hold on. Where'd it go? Okay. Anyways, that's what we're looking at right now. What else do I have? I'm going to do this each week, and I get sticky notes everywhere. Okay, so let me see if I can shoot over to a different site here. And again, I'll kind of show you a couple things here. Stand by. Okay, so that's that. Yeah, all right. One more thing here. Okay. Okay, so if you haven't seen, this is TopFlightTrades.com. So come on over. Right now, you can register for free as a premium member. It's no cost. You'll be a free member for life as long as you have that email address and you remember your login. Again, it'll be free for life. So that's awesome. So come check it out. You can up here. Well, I got a black bar. It's what you don't see. But if you come up here, it'll say log in, register kind of a thing. And you can go there and do that. And then when you get your validation, you want to select the plan. And the plan you want to select is Charter. I'll say Premium Charter. I think it's the only one you can get right now. They're all free. So that's the one you want. That has all the premium content, including the premium picks and everything. If you haven't seen, we have the member chat now. A few of us are using this. Not everybody. I do see people pop in and say hello. But not everybody. So let me see here. Okay. So anyways, this is what we got going. So it's pretty neat. I really enjoy it. It's a good setup. I think it's easy to use. I've heard good feedback from it. It's affordable. It's the other thing. It's not costing $100 a month to have. It's a lot less. So I'm happy with it. So until people use it, I'm not going to upgrade any more of the chats. But come on over. We got folks here throughout the day are talking stocks and other things. And certainly is what makes it a success is you. So come on over and check it out. Then we have our premium picks. I'm loading this up right now. The premium picks is a worksheet table that I use that shows all the premium picks when they're made. Now, most all the premium picks are posted on the website as a post, but they go here first. Okay, and so what goes here, as you can see, here's our two latest from this weekend. I actually got the date wrong on CRUS. That was today. No, I'm sorry. SWKS was yesterday, but either way, it's the weekend. But what I do show is the current price, entry price I'm looking at. That could be my entry target a week before it finally made it. Okay, I'm looking for a breakout and I want to see it land it close above 35.19. That's my entry. Here's my stop. Here's my target 1, target 2. And of course, we have our percentage where we're at since entry. And then, of course, the IBD and Market Smith grade on each stock. So pretty much all A's. And I just realized SCI is an A-, and that's actually one of the better ones in the portfolio right now, at least for a recent hold. So that's the premium picks. Then I have a bunch of other lists. I got top 50 stocks. These are the ones I play and watch all the time. They have technical plays, just straight up technical setups. They got new highs with strong demand, fast growth companies, industry leaders. And on the free side, we have our master 200, top 200 list. So I'm working on the performance now for the end of April. I still got to get that done. I'll do that tomorrow. That's the website. So come on over, check it out. And so if you come here, you'll see, and you scroll down, here's all the posts for the weekend and everything. So, all right. Well, I'm going to end that. See if I can get back to where I was. Okay. All right, folks. Well, I don't see any questions or anything from anybody. So everybody's out enjoying the day like they should be doing, except me. I'm watching hockey and going to go for a walk here a little bit later. So, all right, folks. Hey, thanks a lot for watching. I kept this a half an hour. That's incredible. Again, so this next week, let's look to have a positive week. Again, I can't emphasize it enough, really. And by doing this, it doesn't guarantee anything. But again, if you're going to enter the market on a morning, shoot on over to CNBC or FinViz or one of those and look at the futures and look at the world markets and how you think they're going to open. If they're deeply red, it's probably not a day to get in unless you're going to buy some puts, or you're going to be bearish or something. Okay, but if you're long in green and the markets aren't looking green, and yes, they can absolutely change direction midday, mid-morning, do whatever they want, but at least look at the weather forecast before you head on out. That's the biggest thing of all. So I wish you well, and thanks a lot for watching. And yeah, hey, on the other thing too, if you guys have any friends you want to refer on over to the site, definitely refer them over. I'll as long as the premium pick charter memberships are open and free, I'll probably always be accepting those free accounts through referral from existing members, even if it goes away. But I value you, and I value your recommendations and your referrals. So if you want anybody to come on over, let me know. We'll get them hooked up for free for life. Awesome. And thanks to you for making the site incredibly awesome and making being a big driver in me and in helping to keep the thing up. And you guys are good. So thanks a lot. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks. Happy trading.